if you're watching me play with the little girls, or I guess you like the boys, whatever you're dealing with, that's a whole nother subject, but don't play with God. And come to find out, Lil Nas got himself on the cross, showing himself or depicting himself as Jesus. And then worse than that, he's serving communion and playing with communion with a perm in his head. And I thought to myself, I guess he don't know. There's still some prophets alive. And so now, just in case you're watching, before I talk to you, I want to read to you. 1 Corinthians 11, verse 26. Every time you eat this bread and drink from this cup, you tell about the Lord's death until he comes. Therefore, whoever eats the bread or drinks from the Lord's cup in an improper way will be held responsible for the Lord's body and blood. With this in mind, individuals must determine whether what they are doing is proper when they eat the bread and drink from the cup. Anyone who eats and drinks is eating and drinking a judgment against himself when he doesn't recognize the Lord's body. This is the reason why many of you are weak and sick, and quite a number of you have died. I've hurt God's feelings before, but hit 5 people and say, I don't play with God. Little Nas, if you're watching me play with the little girls, or I guess you like the boys, whatever you're dealing with, that's a whole nother subject, but don't play with God. Maybe you got stuff I don't agree with in your life. Unless you have that. But don't you start playing with the supper, and don't you start playing with the cross, because it was at the cross where I first saw the light, and the burden of my heart rolled away. Woo! Slap somebody and say, at the cross. Go ahead. And Lil Nas, please do us a favor. As Christians, don't play with the blood, because it was the blood that washed me white as snow. It was the blood that washed my sins away. It was the blood that paid for all of my mess up.